So let's actually kick off. Actually, before we do that, what I do need to do is I need to speak to my crew because I haven't done that yet. It may well be just because we're sharing the net, possibly Dante, probably. Awesome, Tom, thank you. So I'm actually going to go and speak to all of my crew because I need to kick off like the romance with Thane, and I want to make sure I don't miss out on that. So I'm just going to go like chat to everyone, see if there's anything new for all of them.
How can I help?
Okay.
Have you got a minute to talk?
Yes, good timing, in fact. Excellent. Made breakthrough. Can share results while next samples grow. Hate waiting for culture analysis. Never fast enough. Usually no result in advance. Just checking work. Have to be careful. Getting off track. Discovery. Based on Prothean collector connection, can examine technology, chart Reaper species modification, fall of Protheans.
That sounds interesting.
Tell me what happened.
Early stages similar to indoctrination. Can guess captured Protheans lost intelligence over several cloned generations. Cybernetic augmentation widespread afterward. As Protheans failed, Reapers added tech to compensate. Mental capacity almost gone, replaced by overworked sensory input transfers. Transmitting data to masters.
Is there anything we can do to help them?
No. No glands replaced by tech. No digestive system replaced by tech. No soul replaced by tech. Whatever they were, gone forever. Understand now? No art, no culture, closer to husks than slaves. Tools for Reapers. Protheans dead. Collectors just final insult. Must be destroyed.
Is this one where he sings? I hope this is the one where he sings. Oh my god, I hope so.
I didn't think you needed any more motivation than you already had to stop the collectors.
Enjoyed challenge. Saw necessity of attack on collectors after Plague on Omega. Their work, my people. Hard to care about two armies. One wins, one loses. Always work to do after. Now, have more context. See what collectors are. Wasn't looking for other work before. Don't mean to imply that. Just committed now. Won't let you down.
I do really like Morden. I enjoyed doing his loyalty mission on the last stream, guys. I think he's really, really, really good. It's art. Okay. Should we save that for last then? Let's save that for last, I think. Also, hi, Em Livera. How's it going? And hi, By the Still Waters. Thank you for letting me know it's coming through
What is
okay.
it about the collector's modifications that bothers you so much?
Disrupts socio-technological balance. All scientific advancement due to intelligence overcoming, compensating for limitations. Can't carry a load, so invent wheel. Can't catch food, so invent spear. Limitations. No limitations, no advancement. No advancement, culture stagnates. Works other way, too. Advancement before culture is ready. Disastrous. Saw it with Krogan. Uplifted by Solarians. Disastrous. Our fault.
You blame the Solarians for what the Krogan did?
Yes, like giving nuclear weapons to cavemen. Krogan unprepared for spaceflight, technological advance. Krogan
Wow.
could have evolved alone, worked out aggression, been ready to use new tech responsibly. Instead, Solarians came, disrupted Krogan culture, used Krogan as blunt instrument against Rachni. Short-sighted. Foolish.
If you feel that way, why did you work on the genophage modification?
Talked before. Best option. That or kill them all. If around during first contact, would have argued against it. Wasn't there then. Do what I can.
Oh, it's time for Sinking Solarian.
You said the collectors had no art. I had no idea you cared about that kind of thing.
Personal interest negligible. Sang a little. Multi-species productions for cultural exploration. Gilbert and Sullivan always had me do the patter songs. But not about me. Cultural artistic expression reflects philosophical evolution, interest in growth, perspective, observation, interpretation. Suspect you won't see any art in collector base. Culturally dead. Tools for Reapers. Worse than the Geth.
Wait, you sang?
I'm sorry, I know that was important, but you perform Gilbert and Sullivan?
I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. I've studied species Turian, Asari, and Batarian. I'm quite good at genetics as a subset of biology because I am an expert, which I know is a tautology. My xenoscience studies range from urban to agrarian. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian.
I'm just gonna stand here. Just gonna stand here. It's like one of the best responses that you can possibly do to that. I love it. I know that song off by heart. That's just, I'm not sure what that says about me, but I do.
Thanks for sharing what you've learned, Morden.
Proud to be here, Shepard.
I should go.
Thank you for including me.
I love Morden. I absolutely love him. He's absolutely brilliant. It's one of my favorite moments in Mass Effect 2. I just love it every time.
Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
God, I
Sounds
can't
good.
stand how
Have
she
to
does
say
the
you
flirty
run this
voice
shit
with
tight,
him.
And we're getting things done. We keep on track and maybe we'll figure this out. I hope so. I'm not looking forward to the debrief if it all goes to hell. Is there something specific?
I hate it. It's so forced. Like, it's like I don't want to romance Jacob, but like look at the way she stood. Like seriously, it's like the voice actors or the directors are like, yeah, we want you to romance Jacob. I don't know, maybe. Don't know. You're a soldier like I'm not doing that. You're a soldier like me.
I heard you were big in the Alliance. Figured we have something in common.
I did some things that caught attention and stirred up the Citadel. That was after the Alliance put me on leave, though. Didn't drive a Mako through a relay or take down a Reaper, but you covered that.
What led you to Cerberus?
The Alliance sidelined me after Eden Prime. Ended up on a job with Miranda that Cerberus treated like an audition. And here I am.
Yeah, I know, right, Tom? Yeah, I'm not flirting with Jacob. You don't mind their methods?
You don't seem like a results at all costs kind of guy. Cerberus history doesn't bother you?
The Alliance is all politics. Somebody has to take down the bad people. Cerberus keeps that line, I'm on their side.
You want to talk about what happened to your father?
I don't think we're on those terms, Commander. And I don't carry that stuff with me anyway.
Wow, don't be a dick, Jacob. Jeez.
What was your proudest career moment?
The job I'm proudest of wasn't for the Alliance. Nobody really knows about it. A Batarian group was plotting to release a weaponized virus and kill the Council. Miranda and I stopped it.
Strange that it wasn't bigger news.
The real work doesn't get publicized, you know that. They say it's better that people don't know how fragile the system is or how close the bad guys can get. So, it never happened. Like you and the Reaper. And that's why I'm here.
They make some interesting human characters, like Jack, for example, is super interesting. I think Shepard's really interesting. Miranda's really cool. I like Miranda. I think they seem to struggle making, I don't want to say anything mean, but like really interesting, like male characters. I don't know why, but Jacob's really boring and dull. In Mass Effect 1, I found Caden the same way. I think I hear he gets better in Mass Effect 3. I don't know. But they always seem to go more into their female characters. I think it was the same in Andromeda, right? I don't know why. I don't know why. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense why they struggle.
You make no apologies for doing what you had to.
Don't get me wrong, I do respect
go back to the
Caden,
Alliance.
and I'm
That
looking
happened
forward
to
to
Cobra.
seeing him in Mass Effect
They did
3,
the same
but
to you. General public
most of my
never knew
playthroughs I
or
let him
heard
die,
the story of
so
the
I didn't really
Citadel.
get to know him.
Did you know they used you on recruitment ads? You were the human ideal for like 6 months. Then they replaced you with a composite image they invented. Guess you didn't focus test right. Perfect example of humanity, and they still dumped you.
You're always this depressing.
Way to boil it down, Jacob. I hope you keep a better attitude about our current mission.
Don't worry, this is exactly what I signed on for. If that's all, Commander, I'll get back to my duties. There's a lot to get ready.
Yeah, Cora was interesting. I liked Cora in Andromeda. I thought she was cool. I've even forgotten what's the name of the male human character in Andromeda. You see, I've forgotten his name. I mean that's how little of an impact that guy made on me, right? Like I forgot his name, but I remember Cora. And she was cool. Especially like learning about her history with like the Asari and being trained and stuff as like a biotic. She's cool. Liam, that's it. Jeez. Oh my god. But yeah, I didn't. There was the odd moment. I enjoyed his loyalty mission. I thought that was kind of funny. I did enjoy that for sure.
Shepard,
Shepard.
anything new?
There is something I've wanted to tell you. I've done many things in my lifetime. I thought the galaxy held nothing new for me. Since joining you, I've realized how much more there is.
You must have seen many things in your years of travel.
As a maiden, I served as a mercenary. I fought tyrants and pirates. I experienced everything the galaxy has to offer. As a Justicar, I saw parts of Asari space few know about. I destroyed villages and saved cities. I even fought a Spectre.
Wonder which one. A Spectre?
Why did you fight a Spectre?
A Taurian named Nihilus. He may have been on council business, but I witnessed him kill an unarmed civilian. Following the code, I attacked.
Nihilus seemed like an honorable Turian, and a good Spectre.
He may have been. However, killing unarmed civilians is wrong.
I'm surprised that Samara didn't kill him. Like, I would imagine as like a Justicar, like when she's hunting down someone, like she does not give up until they're dead. So, interesting.
How did the fight turn out?
I had the advantage, but he was good. He returned fire and tried to run. We played cat and mouse in the wilderness for 2 weeks. It was exhilarating. Finally, he created a situation in which my only options were to let an innocent die or pursue him. The code compelled me to save the innocent, and he escaped. I admire how he adapted and used my code against me.
When we met, I witnessed you kill a merc who had no chance against you.
That mercenary was armed, and I offered her a way out. She chose to ignore it.
Why would you destroy an entire village?
I tracked Morinth to a remote colony world. She'd perverted an entire town, making them worship her and bring young Asari as sacrifices. When I arrived, she fled, throwing her minions at me in waves. They bought her time with their lives. When it was done, only small children remained. I left them in the authorities' care and continued my pursuit.
What have your years as a Justicar been like?
Mostly tedium and hardship. Traveling on freighters, wandering through rural areas, rooting out injustices, big and small, putting down corrupt officials. When I arrive in a remote area, individuals often approach me with matters of justice. My judgment rarely turns out the way they hope.
How do you pay for transportation between worlds?
Asari captains often welcome Justicars. We reduce pirate attacks. One raid was called off when the pirates were able to verify that I was aboard.
What was being a mercenary like?
I was a young, impulsive maiden who discovered her talent for combat. I reveled in it, until the day my troop was hired to guard a mysterious shipment on its way to some clandestine drop-off area. I discovered the shipment was slaves, to be traded to the collectors for advanced technology.
Well, you were... Come on, she's not a slaver. Come on, Shep, you're smarter than that.
I can't imagine you went along.
I demanded that we turn around. My mates disagreed. After they were dead, I brought the ship around. The collector craft was just arriving. They closed faster than I could flee. Fortunately, we were close to the mass relay. I got through, and they did not pursue.
What did you do with all the slaves?
I lectured them on the virtues of strength and defending oneself. Then I distributed the armor, weapons, and credits of my dead colleagues, and released the captives on the Citadel.
So it's really nice to see so many people
We're not done with this yet.
I am sure.
getting good use
It will
out
be
of
my
them
honor
and
to be by your
finding
side
them
in the end.
helpful. You make it sound final. We're not going to die, hon. We're going to survive.
You think we're all gonna die?
You've assembled a powerful group, but we are fighting an unknown. I am ready for whatever comes, but I do not fool myself about our chances.
We'll finish this mission and live to see the end.
I hope you are right.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Very well. I had been recording a message for Kolyat.
How are things going with him?
It is difficult. All things worth keeping are. I never explained. I suppose the story of my wife's death took you by surprise.
I figured you'd explain to me when you were ready.
I appreciate your patience. I kept my work clear of our home life. I assumed that would be enough to protect Erica. That memory I mentioned before. Laser dot trembles on the target's skull. The smell of spice on a spring wind. Sunset eyes defiant in the scope. That was Erica. That was how I met her. She saw my targeting laser as she walked by and threw herself in the way.
Wow, strong woman.
I guess she impressed you.
She woke me up. Her body trembles. Not fear. Indignation. Her mouth moves. How dare you? You and I trained to sacrifice ourselves to save others. How often does a civilian step in the way of a bullet to protect someone they've never met? I thought she was the goddess Hirashu. She met my eyes through the scope, and my purpose faltered.
So how'd she go from blocking your shot to having your children?
I had to meet her. The memory possessed and endowed me. I fell on my knees before her, begged her pardon. She introduced me to the world beyond my work. Eventually, she forgave me. Later, she loved me.
When you talked to Kolyat, you said she died.
I let myself become complacent. I thought Erica and Kolyat were safe. I stayed away too long, and my enemies came for her.
Who came for her?
Batarians, a slaver ring that was preying on Hanar outer colonies. I'd killed their leaders. They paid the Shadow Broker to find out who I was. But they were afraid of me, so they went after her.
You told Kolyat that you hunted her killers down.
Erica woke me up. When she passed, I returned to my battle sleep. My body hunted her killers, murdered them. I was taught to grant death quickly, cleanly, to minimize suffering. I let them linger.
You were operating on instinct. By your own rules, you can't blame yourself.
But I made the choice to hunt them. They're the only lives I've ever taken of my own choice. The only deaths on my own conscience. I haven't spoken about my wife, and I don't think I ever have. I didn't have anyone left to tell it to.
Whoa, that's so direct. Oh my god, we're talking about his dead wife, and Shepard's like, well, bang, okay? Like, serious? By the way, you gotta be more subtle. You gotta be more subtle. Like, come on now. Jesus Christ. Damn, Shepard. Oh my god. Okay, well, now I feel awkward. Now I just feel really awkward, but yeah, okay, let's see what she says.
Maybe I haven't been as upfront as I should be. I'm here for you, Thane. Whatever you need.
You are very kind. Thank you for listening, Siha.
I think my translator just glitched. What did you call me?
Siha. Someday I'll tell you what it means.
Yeah, alright, that's a fair point, Jeremy. You are right. He doesn't have much time, like, at all. I suppose we have to make the most out of the time that he has got left, I suppose.
I was just thinking about you. My heart goes out to Miranda and her sister. That's a rough situation. I can see why Jack is the way she is. I don't like it, but I get it. It must have been really hard for Samara to ask you to help kill her own daughter. She told me she really appreciated your help. As hardcore as she is, I'm not sure she could have done it without you. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Do more missions and then come back later. Mission.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
Of course. I'm just finishing an operation report. I'm impressed, Shepard. So far things have gone exceptionally well. As Cerberus operations go, this is one of the best I've been a part of.
I'm not Cerberus.
Maybe that's because this isn't a Cerberus operation.
Not to you, maybe. But I report directly to the elusive man. And I'm here because he wants me to be. Cerberus gave you a second chance, Commander. Maybe you should do the same for us.
What did Cerberus do that made you so loyal?
I suppose you deserve to know. Do you remember when I told you how I was genetically altered? Well, that wasn't my choice. My father created me. He's a very influential man and extremely controlling. He didn't want a daughter. He wanted a dynasty. I ran away as soon as I was old and brave enough. I went to Cerberus because I knew they could protect me.
You seem capable of defending yourself. Why did you need Cerberus?
My father invested a great deal in his dynasty. It wasn't a matter of just leaving. I knew he would continue to pursue his investments.
I assume that Cerberus approves of your enhanced abilities?
Of course, Cerberus fully endorses anything that advances the cause of humanity. Genetic alterations included. But unlike my father and his own selfish reasons, Cerberus and the Elusive Man believe in a greater good. They see the bigger picture, and I feel like I have a purpose here.
Talk about yourself like you're just a tool to be used by your father, by Cerberus.
Maybe. I like to know where I fit in the world. It helps me find meaning in how I was created.
You are who you are, Miranda. You don't need to make excuses for it.
That's easy for you to say. We've both been engineered for greatness, Shepard. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great because of it.
Your spirit and personality are what make you great. It's what makes anyone great.
That's kind of you. I'm not sure I believe you, but thanks for saying it.
You told me a lot about your father. What happened to your mother?
I never had one. Most of my genetic material is based on my father's tissue. His Y chromosome was altered with an amalgam of desired traits from various sources. How arrogant can you be? The man is completely egomaniacal. Just another reason I had to get away from him.
Talk about yourself like you're just
this is...
Maybe. I like to know
You are who you are,
That's easy
Miranda.
for you. The difference is you were
Sometimes they
great
change
before we
the
rebuilt you.
wording so you
I'm
think
great
you're doing
because of it.
something different, right? But you're actually not.
Who exactly is your father?
A businessman, but a very wealthy one. It's ironic. My father believed deeply in a human-positive agenda. He donated generously to Cerberus before I joined them. That's how I first heard about Cerberus, through my father's connections.
Thanks for your time, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, Commander.
See, now that we've done Miranda's loyalty mission, she's so much more friendly to us. Whereas before, like, there was very definitely a wall there. She was very all business, you know, very down, you know, straight to business. But this is where we start to see, like, the real Miranda come through, which is where I started to like her character.
Shepard, need me for something?
You done with your calibrations, dude?
Have you got a minute?
Sure, just killing time anyway. Optimizing weapons charges, planning attack vectors, you know, relaxing. I'm still trying to figure out how to prepare for this mission. Humans don't deal with stress the way Turians do.
Oh, I think this is the same. Aha, no. I think that I really do want to romance Garrus because I love him. But he's my bro. So I think this is exactly the same as it was last time we spoke to him.
Thanks
So
for the talk,
I'm not going to
Garrus.
talk.
I'll see you later.
I don't think
Sure
he
thing.
has anything else to say except if you kind of romance him, which is kind of a shame, you know, because I love him.
Shepard,
Shepard.
Just checking in. How are you doing?
I'm branching out. Got a list of enemies now. They all give me joy when I picture cutting them, crushing them. There's this one imprint, a Solarian with the... what are they? The things on his head pulled apart? Bet it caused a generation of revenge.
Oh my god.
What is that, a few weeks for them? So what did you want?
You know, I kind of thought connecting with your past would bring stability.
See, now we're having fun. Me remembering good deaths, and you with your funny human thing you're doing. My job is to hurt things. Direction, control, that's your job, Battlemaster. You're why I'm a soldier, not dead or crazed like an animal. Thank you, Shepard. You gave me purpose. Now let's find something big to kill.
Hey,
Hey.
Tell me about you, Jack. What are you up to?
still checking out your ship. Wouldn't mind putting her through her paces when you're not around.
Okay.
I doubt Joker would appreciate that. At least not while we're working.
Relax. Joyriding doesn't have the thrill it used to. Besides, if I wanted it, I'd take it.
That's,
I've been around. Ran with gangs, wiped out some gangs, joined a cult. Kept the haircut. I learned how to survive and not be a victim.
It's hard to imagine you in a cult. That usually involves a lot of rules.
I was looking for answers. Drugs and sex and going to a better place. A better place, right. It was all about money. They wanted to take a colony, shake the suckers down to fund their spread, and guess who was their ace in the hole? They were just like the rest. Didn't give one shit about me.
What'd you do when you found out?
What do you think?
It's hard to imagine you in a cult.
I was
Same.
looking for answers. It was all about they were just like the rest.
Okay.
Didn't give one shit about me.
You must have met some good people, too.
You've seen where I came from. Everybody wants something, and because of that, everything is fair game. Murder, assault, kidnapping, drugs, stealing, arson. Done it all. And that's the boring shit. Piracy, theft of military craft, destruction of a space station, and vandalism. That was a good one.
Military's a hard target. Bet that made you some friends.
Shouldn't have left the thing unlocked. Besides, parades are boring. I helped.
A space station? You're pushing what I can believe.
Ain't saying it was easy. Not everything is spur of the moment. Sometimes you gotta work to give people what they deserve. Had some people I hung with for a while. Outlaw colony. Felt like they were like me. Guess that made us a nice target. Turians think they know something about a scorched earth response. Fuck 'em.
You were a pirate, too?
Ties in with the kidnapping. If you hijack a passenger ship and don't kill everyone, anyway. Good lesson. Simpler to just kill them all.
I'm surprised you'd even mention vandalism in that bunch.
Yes.
That's what the Hanar call it when you crash that space station I mentioned into one of their moons and make a new crater. They really liked that moon.
Do you ever wonder if you could have done things differently?
No.
Shouldn't you?
There's no reason I should be alive, but I am. You know why? Instinct. It's worked for me so far, and I'm not gonna change. Hey, Shepard. No one's ever asked me about this shit. It's strange to talk about. Thanks for asking.
Whoa. Okay, Jack. I feel like Jack's trying to show off to Shep. That's what I feel. She's like, I'm cool. I'm cool. I deserve to be here. I'm a badass. Not that we don't already believe that she's a badass, but yes, I feel like she's trying to. I'm not really bothered about talking to Zaid. So let's go feed my fish because I want to make sure they don't die. And then so far we've got a vote for Jack and a vote for Garrus. They're dead. Oh shit. I did some side missions today, guys, and I totally forgot about my fish. Whatever. Fine. I can't save the fish. Okay. Oh my god. You're kidding me. What the hell? Oh, whatever. I'm past caring. I'm past caring about my fish. Rest in peace, fish. It's fine. I've got a galaxy to save, for Christ's sake. I don't have time to micromanage my fish.